Live from Protocol Studios here in sunny Newark, New Jersey. It's the Protocol Live Show with your hosts, Juan Cancel, and
Bill Ives.
in the studio audience we have Tristan Odenhammer. Did I get that right, Tristan?
Wilder.
It's close enough. And our executive producer, Kevin Kythen.
Hi, how's everybody doing out there?
Heyo.
He's got the awkward voice.
Yes, young Kevin is behind the scenes.
He's
so
so awkward looking that we cannot show him.
he would be the James Tiberius Kirk of the show. I am Mr. Sulu, and Bill Ives would be Mr. Spock.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, Ayo. Anyway, so
What are we doing here?
this is a test that we're doing because Kevin had the idea of, I guess, us doing the shows and stuff, and was like, our shows look kind of crappy because we're in we talk loud and whatever. So let me buy a mic, let me buy a headphone. Next, he's got like thousands.
Now we got this
thousands and
professional
thousands.
studio that
It's
we're
a
in.
studio. He's got the cork on the wall. I wish you guys could get a look at this. This is amazing. This is just remarkable.
And we could smoke in the studio,
Yes,
too.
smokable studios. So we started. We figured out let's put this stuff to good use. Besides doing shows like Master Sensei's Dojo, Smoke Night Live, William Cooper, Cigar Federation, all these guys we do shows with. We're just gonna do like our own little podcast show, and we talk about.
They'll never
things.
want to do a show again since we'll be on every week.
Nah, every week's a little bit too much. I'm thinking maybe once
Every
a month.
3 days?
Yeah, every we'll do the cigar.
Every hour?
We'll do the cigar coupe model and do like one pod show every 12 minutes. That'll be nice.
We
Right,
could
Coop?
have it at midnight.
Yeah. We'll do like 3 o'clock California time. So it'll be like, what's that, 6 a.m. our time? Yeah, it'd be great.
Yes.
So,
All right, guys. Well, I have a couple of topics here. Bill, did you have anything before we run into the topics?
No, Kevin, I did not.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something.
I'm just leaning in.
Just leaning in. You can sit back. It's okay. These are good mics. So, Juan, let's talk about your recent retirement. What's on deck for you now that you got all this free time?
so I retired as of January 31st, and I feel I've been working more now that I retired than before. But did retirement. That first day, that Thursday, was just celebration. I went to a famous smoke shop, the Leaf Cigar Bar. Had a few cocktails there. Eric Espinoza was there, and so was Jack Tarano. They were kind enough to treat me for a retirement dinner. I had the most
Oh,
expensive possible steak on the menu.
Wow, they paid?
They paid.
Unbelievable.
Everybody, I saw Eric's wallet. It's actually fuchsia colored, because that was the big mystery in the industry. What color is Eric's wallet? Because nobody's ever seen it before. But now I can confirm that it's a fuchsia color. Thank you, Eric. So we had that day. That was a great day. And then the next day we went live, first time from Protocol Studios here in sunny Newark, New Jersey. And Jack Tarano and Eric Espinoza was on Smoke Night Live right from the studio. They sat in the same seats, except Eric sat here and big old Jackie sat over here. So now I got a big seat to fill.
Did it lose cushion?
Actually, the shocks are better.
Doesn't feel the same?
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same, but it's all right. So we had that Friday. Then Saturday was pretty good. We had the Cigar Internationals. They have a big festival called Cigar Fest, and their tickets went on sale that morning at 9:30. There were people, believe it or not, Saturday morning, so we were all there. Bill, actually, Bill couldn't make it because it was anniversary, but Kevin, Tristan, and I, the Fat Ash crew, were all there, and the doors opened up at 9:30, and people were out there waiting. The first guy on line, believe it or not, was out there Thursday night. Thursday night, that guy was out
Now,
there.
do they actually sleep in the tents?
Yes, they have to have their space in line.
No, but you can. Can't you just go there, set up the tent,
I believe
and
this
then
year.
they leave, and then they go to a hotel or something?
That I don't know.
Because I doubt that they're sleeping.
That's an incredible. Imagine 2 days before an event, you're sitting out there waiting for a cigar event. The temperature is 19 degrees below zero, and you're sitting on a long chair in front of a store. That's dedication. That's the kind of loyalty that Cigar Internationals brings out in their clientele. But did a good job. I think they sold for that place alone was like 150 tickets. The lines was out the door. Eric Espinoza, he sponsored it. It had some great deals. It was a good time, just a long day. Then yesterday, Sunday, Protocol had a tremendous Super Bowl party at Spartan Cigar Lounge in Elkton, Maryland. It was an amazing event. We were there. We gave away raffle prizes. We gave away this beautiful custom-made humidor to a young guy won it, and he was really excited. I think it holds like 500 cigars. And now today we had a nice business meeting.
Did you give him a couple free cigars for the humor?
Always. Oh, I can't give him free cigars as per the
yes,
FDA, but I
penny.
gave him a nice pencil that said Protocol on it. Power of the P. Power of the pencil. Ooh. So,
Very nice. Kevin, do these microphones have keto detectors?
They don't have keto detectors. So
Our
was
breath
hoping-
is howling.
I
over
was hoping to piss on this and see if I was in ketosis. That's a new product idea.
So, Juan, you talked about some of the recent events. Do you want to talk about the big bash that we had over at Famous Smoke Shop?
We had a tremendous bash. Bill, I'm gonna let you talk about because
It was amazing.
We had Fat Ash Bash 2.0, and that was, if in case you guys out there don't know what Fat Ash is, it's an incredible Facebook group, and the founders of that are Brad Weidenhammer, Dax Shingle, and then they brought on some key guys to. Did we freeze? Oh no, okay. They brought on some key guys. They brought on David Papp and Kevin Haluska, and those are the 4 admins. And then later on they brought Chaz.
DeFelice.
DeFelice, yes. Chaz, great guy. Met him the first time at the Fat Ash Bash. He flew up from sunny Florida to be in a winter storm. It was a polar vortex.
You met him for the first time in Florida, Lazona Palooza.
I didn't go. Wait, you're right. I did go to
You
see.
forgot
right.
that you
I
went.
forgot. I have a
That's how
terrible
much
memory.
Alcohol was involved.
That's it. I even forgot about Lazona Palooza. But yeah, we had the Fat Ash Bash. It was great. Started at about 11 o'clock. And I think we were there till 11 o'clock at night. It was just amazing. You know, we came out with a Fat Ash Bash cigar, and the people loved it, and it was great. And just the camaraderie, that thing was amazing. And thank you, everybody at the Fat Ash. We just finished sponsoring the month of January on the Fat Ash group, and we did an amazing job. Actually, they did an amazing job.
That was crazy. Every time we logged
It
onto
was
Facebook, there was
unbelievable.
a crazy amount of protocol posted. So that was
Thank you
awesome.
for everybody out there that actually posted our cigars, because every time they posted a cigar, it's a lit cigar, a different picture. So there was these guys like Sal from Staten Island. That guy must have smoked, I think, I got 180 protocols that month.
More than us combined.
Absolutely. Sal, you're the man, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Sal actually has a baby coming soon, so out of my personal stash, I'm going to give him a complimentary surprise.
This stash is amazing.
It is. Look at it. It
Not
actually
that
goes-
stash. That's the porn star stash.
So
that beard is taking on a life of its own.
So listen, so
Puerto Rican like patchwork.
at first, I'm gonna give Brad Weidenhammer the credit for this. So the beard was a disaster. It was just, and he told me just to trim it up a little bit, and it actually looks better. It's getting there.
You trimmed up the bottom, it looks better like that. But you gotta trim up the hair because you're really coming out like
People
Puerto
say
Rican Elvis.
I
now.
look like Serpico, Al Pacino and Serpico.
Serpico was skinny.
I'm getting there. I'm on ketosis. I'm like 40 pounds away from my
You're definitely not
target goal.
ketosis. I can smell it.
So, guys, we got a couple of events coming up. They're going to be big for us. So, why don't we talk about what's going on over at Cigars International, February 22nd and 23rd? Bill, why don't you take that one?
They're having, I guess, their annual bonfire. So they have one on that Friday at the 191 store, correct? And then the
Correct.
following day at the Hamburg store. So that should be a good time. Big bonfire. The Saturday event, they're going to have a live band there too, which is a personal favorite of ours, the Peter Johann band, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're always
So
good.
that's going to be awesome. Bonfire, I've never been to one over there, but they said it's pretty amazing. And what else is going on that day? We're going to have some crazy deals on protocol, and should be a ton of people out there. You know, they got the bar out there, which we always love. What do you got to add to that? Anything good?
Did the mic go out? No, it's still there. Okay. No, the one on Friday, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to try to get there at the end. My son with the Boy Scouts, they have a monster truck rally that same day, and I promised him I was going to take him, so I'm going to be there listening to big monster trucks go off. So as soon as that,
Is the Gravedigger going to be there?
I think so, and Bigfoot, the whole 9 yards. So that's going to be there. I'm going to be with him, and as soon as I take them home from there, I'm going to shoot over there, hopefully catch the tail end of that event. But I'm excited about that. It's going to be really cool. But the one I am going to be in is the one Saturday, the next day. That's going to be the big one with Peter Johan Band. They're going to have, I believe they're going to have Protocol Porter on draft. I'm almost sure that's
Yeah,
in the
so
works.
I'm pretty
That'll be
sure
on
that
tap.
they're going to have it on tap there. It's made by Hop Hill Brewing Company.
Yeah.
We've been partnered with them for, I guess, a year or two now.
Yeah.
It's Protocol Porter. We might be coming out with a different beer, maybe for the summertime.
That'd
but
be nice.
Protocol Porter is legit.
It is
And you
really
know
good.
it's legit if you witnessed me at one of the last events. So we won't get too further into that.
If our P's on it, it's legit.
Well, moving on to the next topic. Bill, you recently had some life events with the family that kind of held you up from joining us at the Dojo Protocol Studio launch. Why don't you tell us what's been going on in your personal life there?
It was terrible. You didn't hear the story yet, did you?
No, not yet.
And Kevin, I only told you part of it, right?
Yes, you only told me part of it. It's a long story.
So, I guess it was like a week or two ago. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to work overtime the next day. There was no getting out of that. And my wife starts hitting me. She says, "There's something in the house." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm out of it, you know. I'm like, "Somebody's in the house?" And she's like, "No, I think there's something in the house." I'm like, "Whoa." You know, I'm out of it. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "I think there's a moth in the house." And I'm like, this crazy girl is telling me, like, what am I supposed to do? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So all of a sudden, I look up, and I see this thing, right? And all of a sudden, I said, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking bat in my bedroom.
Like a
So-
murciélago?
Yeah, it was a fucking murcielago in my fucking house. So I said, oh, Jesus. You know, listen, where I grew up, the only animals I saw were squirrels and spiders and little insects like that. You know, I don't know what the fuck to do with this bat. So I said, holy shit, what are we going to do?
So it's in but your bedroom
It's-
door was closed?
It's in my bedroom door was open.
Okay, it was open, so it flew in there.
So we determined that we just had service done like the day before to the dryer vent. And they were screwing around with that, so we're thinking that we never had that problem before. So we think that it probably came through the dryer vent at some point.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. So I'm like, all right, what's the first thing we're going to do with this thing? We're going to, we got to close the door so we can trap this thing, right?
Okay.
I'm thinking I got to go to work, you know. My mother's supposed to come over and watch my daughter. My mother's scared of any little animal, so if I leave and there's a goddamn bat in the house, you know, this is not going to go well.
Right.
So the bat is like going 800 miles an hour, bam, banging on the walls. I got the ceiling fan going through the ceiling fan, and I'm like, holy shit!
And the ceiling fan did not take it out.
No, you know, it would clip a wing, and the thing is like, you know, this was a fighter pilot. This
Oh
thing
my
was going
God.
crazy. So next thing you know, it stops. So I get up. Oh, I'm about to get up, and all of a sudden, it decides that it's going to do a Top Gun flyby, like 3 inches from my head.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I can't get up, right? So, you know, I'm freaking hiding under the sheets. So next thing you know, the thing finally like stops, right? So I get up. We got to close the door. Find this thing. So I get up. So before I get up, all right, this is the best part of the story. I said, I don't know if this thing's going to bite me, what the
I'd be
story is with
terrified.
this thing. So I have like a suit jacket that was just hanging from my closet.
Right.
So I said, all right, let me put this suit jacket on. This way it doesn't bite my arms, right?
Right.
Then I, you know,
So you put the jacket on?
yeah,
Like you're going out to dinner?
right. So I'm in my underwear and I have a suit jacket on.
Oh, I wish you had a camera in the
Oh,
room.
it was amazing.
Oh, Lord.
So then I said, I need to protect my head, right? So what the hell am I going to get? So I had that ridiculous blue fedora that I used to wear.
Oh, my God, yes.
And
The one that Calito Fuente likes so much.
oh, yeah, it's amazing. So I put this thing on. It doesn't quite fit like it used to. I guess my head got bigger. So I got this thing like on the top of my head, like that guy from Carlito's Way, you know, the little small guy. So I'm in the room with this ridiculous outfit. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I can't find the bat.
Oh God.
The door was open. I close it. I'm checking around. I go into our bathroom. I'm checking. Gone. I don't know where it is. So I checked the whole house. The bottom floor, the basement.
I'm assuming you're putting all the lights on, right?
Putting all the lights on.
Okay.
You know, holding on for dear life. And I can't find the thing. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I got to go to work. And I got this fucking bat in my house. And I'm not used to this, right? So now I'm like YouTubing, like, if I find the bat, what the fuck am I going to do with it, right? This fucking mongoloids on YouTube are trying to swat the bats with a tennis racket. Obviously, I don't play tennis, so I don't have any tennis rackets.
Right. No snowshoes.
No snowshoes.
Nothing.
Nothing. I didn't even have like OJ leather gloves to grab it. So people were like, you get like styrofoam, you know, like the Tupperware.
Yeah.
If it's on the wall and you like trap it. And then you have to, you know, get a piece of cardboard, come behind it, and save the bat because you got to get it tested for rabies. So this is going on. I can't find the thing. Next thing you know, I'm like, all right, I got to go room to room, check every inch of this thing. And then, you know, we have my daughter in the house too. So
she's still sleeping right now.
Yeah, I'm paranoid. She doesn't know that I got Batman in the house.
Right. Or Dracula.
So I'm checking every room, inch by inch. Time's going by. You know, I gotta wake up soon for work. So I'm clearing every room, nothing. And then we have like super high vaulted ceilings where you go from the top to the bottom. So I go, if this thing's up there,
you'll never get it.
I'm never gonna get it, right? The thing's just gonna stare at me. So I get to that level. I'm looking, I don't see it. I'm coming down the steps, and you know how I have that landing before you make the next one. I just happened to turn, and I'm like, mother of fucking God, there he is. He's on the banister. And then those poles on the banister.
Right.
He's on one of those poles.
Oof.
Right? Fucking thing is upside down. Fucking unconscious.
Probably sleeping.
Right?
Because he turned the lights on.
Right. So I'm like, oh God. So,
he was just traumatized.
Yeah. So I'm calling my wife. I'm like,
it must have been the outfit, the boxer shorts, the business suit, and the blue fedora.
Yeah, I found it.
Oof.
You know, and she's not coming out. She opens the door like we're being robbed. Like, what? Did you find it? Yeah, I need help out here.
Oh, God.
So she comes out. She's like, where is it? I'm like, it's over here. It's fucking thing's like terrible. So he's sleeping. So now I'm like, I don't know how we're going to trap it because he's not on a wall, right? And he's on this pole, and there's like very little room for me to trap it anywhere.
He's on the pole like a stripper bat.
Yeah, it was like a stripper bat. So I'm sitting downstairs staring at this thing. This thing is unconscious. And I don't know what we're going to do, we can't trap it, right? So eventually I'm like, all right, we're going to get 2 towels, you know, fold it up a couple times. She'll have to come in from one side, and I'll have to come in from the other side. And I don't even want to go near this thing. Listen, you know, when people call for service, you know, because we're police officers, and they say they have a bat in the house, like, hey, call somebody, you know. My wife's like, you should call the police. And I said, I am the police. What do you want? You know, like, they're not going to do anything different than me, right? So we're about to trap this thing, right? And you got to be careful because these things might have rabies. As soon as we're about to go in for the trap, my phone's on the couch.
Oh, God.
And it's like, ding, and it makes all this noise. It was dead silence in the house, like scared the shit out of us, right? So I go down, we shut that off. So we're going in. Finally gave the go word. We trapped the thing. The thing starts squealing. Flapping its fucking wings all over the place, right? I got it. I think I'm like crunching it, but I'm not sure. I don't want to get bit either by the thing. And then we send it. We open up the screen door to the deck, and and I had the whole towel, and I said, make sure you didn't want this towel again. So I take the whole thing, I just throw it outside, and that was it. So I said, I hope the bat's dead because you got to get it tested. So it was time to go to work already. So I get dressed, and I eventually go outside to see if the bat is there. The bat's gone. The bat is gone. Worst thing that ever happened to me. So now the bat is gone. All right, no big deal. Go to work. So I'm telling a friend about the bat. He goes, oh, same thing happened. And his wife's a doctor. And the bat wasn't in their room. So he goes, you have to go for rabies shots now. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, it's a must. Because people, sometimes they get bitten by a bat.
And you don't know it.
And you don't know because they guess the teeth are so
sharp
or whatever. So the thing was in our room. We were unconscious. So I don't know if the thing pisses on you or saliva. I guess you can get rabies that way too. So I'm like, all right, we had that thing. We're squeezing the shit out of it. I don't know if it's hissing out spit all over the place. I don't fucking know. So I'm like, we're not going to go for shots. This is ridiculous, you know. So now I'm at work and I am Googling this. And there's not one, you know, you can always get a counter argument from anything on the internet. Like, yeah, that happened to me. You know, don't do it. Everything I'm reading is that if it was in your room, you have to go for rabies shots. So I'm like, oh, God, all right. Well, we have our daughter, you know, maybe she got bit. I don't fucking know. So, all right, well, I guess we're going to have to go, right? I mean, so there was actual stories where a guy, you know, same thing, in the bedroom, he gets rid of the bat. Next thing you know, like 3 months later, he starts exhibiting the symptoms, and the guy dies. I guess after you develop rabies, you're fucked.
Right.
You know? Can you curse on this show, by the way?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
This is not
yeah.
Armed Forces Radio, right?
This is not Armed Forces Radio.
Right,
We're
good.
good.
Oh, good. So, you know, all these stories of these people that were bitten, that they didn't know, and if you don't have the shots prior, you know, you're screwed. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go. We got to go. And you can't, you know, we couldn't get it done at our doctors. We would have to go to 3 different doctors. So you have to go to the emergency room. So you get there.
So you have to go to your local hospital emergency
Right.
room. Okay.
So go through that whole nightmare. So they're like, okay, this regimen of shots, it's 4 times that you have to go back to get shots. So they're looking at me. They're like, well, we do the shots based on weight.
Ooh, fuck.
They're looking at me.
You need 17 shots?
Right, they're looking at me like, ooh, that's going to hurt for you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, we did the calculations. You're going to need 6 shots.
Ooh.
Everybody else got 2. I needed 6. So I'm like, fuck, I should have lost some weight before, you know? So there I am in the fucking emergency room, and I get a shot in the arm, and the rest were in my ass. Like the top thigh, right? So that's been a nightmare. We've had to go back, you know, every week to get it's not 6 shots every time, but that's been a fucking pain in the ass.
So it's 1 in the arm and then 1 in the butt, and you go back for follow-up
yeah, and then
shots?
they give you like boosters in the arm.
Oof.
And then it's like the bat family's back. When we get so we try to tell them like for my daughter, like, oh yeah, we're just here for flu shots. And every time somebody comes in the room, so where was the bat? Tell us about the bat. My daughter's like, what bat? What are you talking about? So yeah, that's been a pain in the ass. So I haven't been.
Are the missus and the baby finished with their series already?
I just had to go for one on
For them.
Friday. We have to go for our last one this Friday.
But you have several others.
No, I'm done. So we've been there 3 times already. We have to go for our
Oh,
last one on
okay.
Friday. So I officially have rabies now, I guess. So I'm gonna bite the shit out of you if you fucking piss me off.
What a story! Wow.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has any stories about that I shouldn't have got it, but I read everywhere, even the emergency room says people come in like crazy because you have to be cautious because after you get it, you know, after you have a bat in the house, you got to be like super cautious or else you're fucking done. And I don't want to leave you guys 1 cent of this cigar company. If fucking my whole family goes down, these guys are gonna be like, fuck yeah. Mama Ives, he promised me all the cigars in his humidor. Oh, okay, I gave it to you. In the house, too.
That was a Protocol Live exclusive. You will not hear that anywhere else.
Yeah, the bats are terrible.
Wow. Well,
So-
I'm glad you're okay, and more importantly, the young Ives and Mrs.
I'm glad that
Ives.
you were able to take care of the events without me.
It wasn't. You
It
were.
was very relaxing.
You were
actually.
very missed because I believe there is a certain magic when you're there. But family always comes first. So, it's the most important thing, and I'm glad you were there taking care of, what you had to take care of. But again, you were sorely missed, and I don't think they weren't the same without you. It could have been 10 times better if you would have been there, but, it is what it is. And I'm glad you guys are okay, more importantly, more than anything else.
Thank you. You're so sentimental.
Now we can sit and laugh about it.
Right. Now we can.
Send all your bat
Guys at work were
material
busting my
to
chops. They
Bill
said,
Ives.
"Oh my God, that's ridiculous that you went." And then I guess they actually Googled it, and they're like, "Yeah, it's amazing how many people get screwed over by this shit." And it's specifically stated if the thing was in your bedroom and you're sleeping, it's like a must. So I know if like a spider was on me or something, I'd wake up quick. So I don't think a fucking bat bit me, but I guess they start talking about like the fluids if the thing pisses on you or the saliva when the thing was hissing like crazy. Who fucking knows? So if you come up with this situation, make sure you fucking trap that bat, right?
And keep the bat.
And keep the bat, because if I had it tested, then I wouldn't have to go through this nightmare. That's the bat story.
You learn new things on Protocol Live.
So, Protocol Studios is very new for us, but Juan, why don't you tell the crowd about our social media, where they can contact us, and maybe a little bit about what your thoughts are for the show and how they can maybe send in some questions that we can answer maybe live on the air or recorded.
So, when you search Bill and I, you're going to find we have Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts. We have a protocol account for Instagram that's run by our executive vice president of marketing, Tristan. Say your last name again, Tristan? Oldenwelder, right?
Like a welder.
There
Like a
you go.
welder.
The welder.
Maybe
So-
that's how you can remember, because you remember Kevin's name a certain way, right? Kythan, like Ives.
You know what's the worst was Brad. Brad Weidenhammer it took me a long time to get that one down, but I'll eventually get it. But yeah, but Tristan's a great young guy. He's a social media guy. He's doing amazing things, and he's very vital. I said vital to our company. So Tristan, can you get on the mic there and tell them what the protocol page? I don't want to mess these guys up.
Yeah, then they don't need to see your face.
The social media itself is protocol_cigars. It's going to be mainly just product shots and things we repost. I always try to reach out. Thank everybody for what they do.
Get closer to the mic there.
Thank everybody for
Right there,
smoking
perfect.
Protocol.
Perfect.
And you'll see a lot of pictures everyone posts. I try to get about 2 to 3 in a day, and I try to keep up with the story. You'll always see events on there as well.
If you go to Instagram and you start writing in protocol, Kevin, myself, and Tristan put protocol in front of our names. So I'm protocol cigars _1, I believe. Let me double check that. Kevin's the same thing, and so is Tristan.
Yeah, I'm protocol_Kevin.
I'm gonna double check mine.
I refuse to.
He hasn't
give
done
it.
the protocol part yet, Billy.
If you want to find me,
Here he
you have
goes.
to find me.
Protocol _cigars _1. But once you write in protocol, it'll come up like the three of us will come up. Tristan, Kevin, and myself. It's kind of, we want to tie everything together because, we've been in business now for going on 4 years. 2019 is our 4th year anniversary. 5 years in the business, but it's going to be our 4th year anniversary. And we want to start just bringing everything together. We're ready to take this company to the next level, and I think that's going to be part of it. Very soon, we're going to have a full, complete, beautiful website connecting all this stuff. So you guys, when you Google Protocol Cigars or Cuba King Cigar Company, it's going to take you right to the website, and it's going to be a tremendous. We're going to work on that. But what we're thinking about for this podcast, we haven't thought about the exact time frame. I'm thinking maybe once a month, once every other, maybe once bi-weekly, something like that. When we figure it out, but we want to have once this goes live, we want to be able to interact with the people out there. So if you have any questions for Bill, myself, Kevin, or Tristan, you can email those questions, and if you get picked, we might send you a little something just to kind of get people out there and get it more interactive and involved. The email is protocol_cigar at iCloud.com. So again, it's protocol_cigar at iCloud.com. I'm going to just double check that real quick. I don't want you guys.
Yeah, let's verify that.
Yeah, let me verify that.
And this show's being done 100% sober right now, right?
Yes.
100% sober.
Just
All
coffee.
right, I got it. I'm
and,
glad I
water.
double checked it. So it's protocol_cigars with an S. protocol_cigars at iCloud.com.
Stay tuned because it could change in the next.
Nah,
10
that's going to
minutes.
be it. That's the one.
All right,
Tristan,
so
you're a little nasally.
see
Are
something
you? Do you have a deviated septum, or are you sick?
There it is.
Sorry to hear that.
Protocol_cigars. I kind of messed up at iCloud.com.
I think they got it.
When we get more professional, we're probably going to be able to put like little boxes. Like when we say things over here is going to be, right, Kevin? We'll be able to do that one day?
yeah, one day I'll be able to do that.
And things here, and like we're talking about, let's say we're talking about Eric Espinosa, maybe get his picture like right up here in the side over here. We'll ask Jack Tarano, we'll like get this whole area over here. When we talk about Hector, we'll get him in the whole backdrop, right? According to the people's sizes.
See, we'll mess around a little bit live.
Yeah,
here,
we'll make
right?
it nice. We're gonna
Yeah,
make
we
this
can-
nice. I think
we can add in some images.
You
and
guys
things.
see that? Wait a
Amazing.
second. Where's it? Look how cool that looks. That's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah.
So I was actually thinking about the show. Like, I get some really wacky questions out there when we're doing events, and one of them was, why do we put ribbons on the bottom of our cigars? And of course, the number one reason is it looks aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty, but another reason is it protects the foot of the cigars. And what happens is a lot of people, they actually come up and they just rip the ribbon off from the bottom. And what happens sometimes, if there's a little bit of glue, it might mess up the foot. So what I was explaining to the people, what they have to do is actually find where the seam is and get in there and just peel it off.
That would be just normal stuff, right? Wouldn't you?
You would
notice?
think, I would think so, that would be normal thought process. But I'm actually thinking about maybe as a service to like the beginner smokers, kind of like, you know, simple things. Every show, you know, how do you cut a cigar?
We could send Tristan over their house when they open up the box to take off the ribbons.
When you buy a box of Protocol cigars, Tristan will come to your house, open it, and put them in your humidor. He'll put the pea in your humidor. So I don't know. Maybe do something like that. This is very in its infancy. We don't, you know, of course, this is about Protocol cigars, but I think we could talk about topics in the cigar industry.
Yeah, I think like more like a living room setting, you know,
Yeah.
BSing of what's going on with us. And
Maybe
all that.
eventually we could have special guests if they're ever in the Newark, New Jersey area. We could have, you know, we had
They should have alarm systems on their car.
absolutely.
Tristan,
And
is our car still out there?
just double check. I just heard a plane from Newark, New Jersey, from Newark Airport just go by. Yep, that was it. So I was thinking, we'll see how this goes. You know, it's in no way to compete with anybody else out there. We just figured to do something fun and different. It's another way of engaging our consumers. I hate using the word consumers, but our fellow friends that like our cigars. And it's another way
Yeah.
of just engagement, you know?
Nothing serious. You know, we're
Yeah.
not competing with
We're
the
not
big guys.
No, we're not taking.
We're just trying to BS as friends because we consider all our smokers our friends.
Absolutely. That's why I hate
I
using
think
the
we
word
pretty
consumer.
much
But
we pretty much know them all.
So
all 30 of them.
with all that said, we're about 30 minutes in. Think we wrap it up?
That's another thing we got to discuss is the time frame. Like I've seen some of these shows that go on 5, 6, 7 hours. I think that's too much. People's attention spans are a little bit small. So I think half an hour is a nice number to start off. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, half hour, 40 minutes,
That sounds
whatever.
good.
See how it's rolling.
Yeah. Ask the people.
Yeah.
You tell us how long you want this to be.
Email us.
Email us. Again, the email is, and I double checked it, protocol_cigars at iCloud.com. I will be checking that daily to see, and I will myself be answering.
Doubtful. I mean, you hardly answer my emails.
Now that I'm
Or telephone
retired,
calls.
I have more time. And I'm going to be hopefully hitting the road more, dedicating more time to the company, building it. I want to hit, some big states that we have accounts in and go out there and just mingle with you more and interact with you guys more and to increase engagement. So we're going to try our best.
Thank you, Juan.
All right. So signing off.
All right, everybody. Thank you for your time today.
That's not your job to sign
Who
off.
signs off on this?
Kevin is the sign
Kevin,
off
sign
guy.
off.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for the time today. We'll see you on the next podcast.